Welcome back to Rockies franchise. We had a very disappointing 2020. This is the off season. Some exclusive free agent negotiations to be had. We've also got to redo our entire staff pretty much because our manager decided to retire. We've got some decisions to make about the best guy to bring in is. Pitching obviously needs to be improved. I also think contact should be a real point of emphasis. The Miguel Marrero does make sense to me. I do like the +3 contact. Hit per 9, walk per 9 is good. +1 power. CJ Seamas is not a bad idea. Find that. It's going to be tough to find like a really good combination. I don't want walks per 9 to go down. I think that's actually really valuable in Sim. I like the idea of +3 contact, +1 home run per 9. Add a little bit of arm strength. I think this is a good contract. We'll offer Miguel Marrero, maybe even up the money slightly. Put over 4 years. We also need a first and third base coach. Maybe refocus a little bit more on defense, speed. Brian Woodson, maybe. I'm okay spending big time money if it's really going to improve our team. Those guys definitely could. A +3 speed is interesting. -3 blocking. Like, do we really want to go all the way in on bad blocking? Maybe. Reaction going up could be nice. I mean, Samuel Basayo is bad behind the plate anyway. Arm strength I don't like. Let's add to fielding. Deacon McGinnis, +3 speed, fielding, +1 arm strength, -3 blocking isn't great. We'll try to offer Deacon McGinnis. And then we also need a new farm director. AJ Hinch could be a good fit there. Jay Ryu gives us +3 power, +3 stealing as a farm director. I think we want to focus on pitching here. +3 velo, I think, is interesting. That's could be the one. I don't know. We have a lot of different ways we can go about this. Ideally, we'd get like the big ones, hit per 9. And I mean, velo could be cool, or walk per 9 up, power, contact. Fielding's cool, but not the end all be all. I don't really want to take a subtraction to a lot of these. I would say probably best served to get somebody from the top here. I don't want -3 to plate vision. I could do +3 power, -3 drag bunt, who cares? -1 walk per 9, I guess it's okay. Offer Jay Ryu. Herrera, I mean, we're not really get pitching to be improved. I mean, maybe we should reevaluate. Like a huge upgrade, but I think it's actually what we need. +1 hit per 9, +2 walk per 9, +1 power, +1 reaction. Just all good stuff. These guys might not even end up signing on anyway. So we'll see. Nolan Jones, we want. I will pay him. He's balling out. Get him till he's 35. It's a big contract. 5 years, $82 million. It's only 16.4 per year. Worried about the 5 years with him. Pepio, I think, is going to end up being really good. This is a little bit more expensive, but it's still not even 20 per year. 18.2 per year, 91 over 5. Yoel Payamps actually pitched quite well last year. $3 million for a year. Loizaga, I think we actually are going to let walk. And then Chris Bryant, we are finally done with. Say goodbye to Chris Bryant. We are done with that, as Miguel Marrero does not want to be our manager. Brian Woodson does not want to be our first base coach. Dennis McGinnis does not want to be our third base coach. That went really badly. We still need everybody. To add our new manager, Jay Ryu. 3-year contract. Ray Diaz has accepted the Braves offer as first base coach. It's tough to field a staff in this game. First base coach, we're going after Terry Francona. Farm director, I like CJ Simas. We need a third base coach. Looking for the best combination of fielding, speed, dealing, without really a ton of tractors. +2 durability is probably not bad either. Eduardo Zepeda, -1 fielding, but for +2 stealing, reaction, and durability, I'm in. Hopefully Zepeda accepts our offer. He does. Last day to tender a qualifying offer. We're not going to do that. I've offered extensions. I mean, I guess we'll tender him. 1 year, $23.8 million. I didn't think I was going to do that, but I will. I really want to keep him. At least we get a draft pick if he signs elsewhere. Hopefully he doesn't. But free agency is open. Got to tender contracts. We got to offer arbitration. And figure out in a huge way free agency. Because, as you can see here, there are some interesting free agents. Oh my God. Look at this class. Gunnar Henderson. And again, qualifying offers have been made to some of these guys. Ronald Acuna Jr., George Kirby, J-Ram, Royce Lewis, if he can stay healthy, Ketel Marte, Kyle Bradish up to 90, Riley Green, Cole Reagans. Will we get any of them? Spearling's in here. Nolan Jones obviously is in here. We made a qualifying offer. I want to keep Nojo. Pepio's going to be in here. Right? Sucks. But does it really? We can still extend him. Not amazing, to be honest. He was great, though. We want to prioritize him. Boz. There are some great pitchers. We've got some real options. Logan Webb was dominant. His K per 9 is terrible, but he's just not really a good fit for Cool. Well, Reagans could be sick. We have so many options here. See what we can do. Twins. I keep hitting B because it's popping up quickly, and I'm trying to stop simulating, and it's bad timing. Pending offers. Did we get our third baseman back? No. Jake McCarthy goes to the Dodgers, so he stays in the division. He's good now. 6 years, 135, or yeah, basically 135 million. James Wood back with the Nationals. We're basically losing pretty much nothing in the Rule 5 draft, which is like, okay. I mean, there are a lot of players that are not on our 40-man that maybe I want to keep. Let's add them there for now, but I don't really care about like keeping Rodri Munoz, you know? None of these guys are going to be big leaguers for us. They're all like 29 years old and 70 overall. I don't know, man. So many stars in free agency. And I don't think it's going to matter for, like, any of us. Hold on. Jaron Duran to the A's. We're not going to be able to get, like, the top guys, probably. Ronald Acuna Jr., 7 years, $281 million to return to the Braves. I've offered arbitration to everybody. It only took me an hour. Do that in tender contracts. And we will stop simulating to hopefully offer contracts. Riley Green is not going to go to the Diamondbacks, dude. Oh my God. How do the Diamondbacks have this much money? It's unbelievable. Not interested. No Joe, 56% motivation to sign. I will offer you. I'll up it $17 million per year. Sign on the dotted line. First competitive offer to him as well. That's great. Ryan Pepio. I can up this to 5 years. Just under $20 million per year. Still a good deal for us. And then we can worry about potentially going after some other players. Royce Lewis would be a huge one. But I don't think it's going to be in the cards. We'll see. I need to prioritize bringing those two guys back first. When you add more players to the board, you lose motivation. I mean, we might be able to get away with one. I feel like Royce Lewis would be incredible. Just developing at an insane rate. We'll see. We'd be able to do something there, right? I don't know. Probably not going to happen, but he looks insane. We do have a contract decision. Tell me it's good news. Joe after a huge season wants more money. Ryan Pepio. I feel like he's going to be a team player. It's showing your offer is a joke. Okay, well, that didn't go that well. Ryan Pepio, not a team player. I don't want Tyler McGill. I'm just gonna have to offer more money. We do have the money. 5 years, $23.11 million per year. No Joe. 1997. The birth year for Nolan Jones. That may be true. I don't know. Close, maybe. Yankees and Twins going after Royce Lewis. I will not be able to get Royce. There's no chance. But Pepio and Nojo would be nice. I like our potential for the future. I don't think we need to do a ton in free agency. We shall see. Winter meeting, 7 days from now. We have a decision from Pepio. 70% motivation to sign. Pepio is back. He was great down the stretch. I think he's going to be a big part of our rotation. Nojo. Rumored to be close to signing with either the A's or the Cardinals. We want Nolan Jones. I'll give you an extra year. I'll take it up to $20.62 million per year. This is our last-ditch effort to sign Nolan Jones. Here's the decision. We need to keep him. If not, we're in serious trouble. Well, he wanted more money. He got it. Nojo is back. Huge addition. Riley Green does go to the Diamondbacks. 8 years, $253 million. He just had a crazy season. How are the Diamondbacks doing this? I don't know. No idea. O'Neal Cruz to the Yankees. Tanner Bybee to the Rays. Drew Rasmussen is headed to Atlanta. We do get our two biggest players we needed to bring back back. So that's nice. It was stressful. Say that. I think we're gonna head to the Rule 5 draft. Oh, it's a 2028 draft lottery. We have a pretty good chance for a top 10 pick here. Let's see what happens. Draft lottery. Move me up. Put me in the top 5. Disappointing. So disappointing, in fact, that we have a top 10 pick probably. We're locked in at number 8. No movement outside of the top 6. 8th is okay, I guess. Right? D-backs won the World Series because of course they did. I mean, they're like the Yankees in simulation. I am a Yankees fan. I'm not complaining, but Mackenzie Gore to the Angels. Rule 5 draft. We will consider potentially adding somebody in there. See? In an Aguiar. Okay. Let's take a look. Could add Tony Gonsolin. Here are the rules of the Rule 5 draft if you don't know. Got to keep them up with your big league team the entire year. Otherwise, they go back to the team that did not protect them in the Rule 5 draft. So we're going to be drafting someone, if we choose to, that will be at the big league level the entire year. Steven Zobak kind of looks nasty. But no. I don't think anybody. And that's typically what happens. In small. There's just not a good fit anywhere here. Obviously. Typically, good players are not going to be left unprotected. It does happen in real life. Oftentimes, those players are developed and kind of come out of nowhere. Post-winter meetings. We got to get back into free agency, potentially. As Teoscar heads to Detroit, Byron Buxton to the Brew Crew. We can offer contracts here, potentially. Chris Sale seems like a good fit for it. He's not. 72 overall and 40. No, thank you. Royce Lewis, we've got no chance to get. Simply no chance. Cole Reagans would be amazing. I don't think that's going to happen. Josh Young kills lefties. We have no Joe back, though. I honestly think just like bullpen would probably be what we're looking to get. As well, if you look at our actual team, we have our rotation, right? Pepio's back in there. We have Jorge Santana for the future. I'm not really looking to add a starter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. I have 5 legit bullpen arms. I do need more. And then with our lineup, Nojo's back at third. What am I missing here? A designated hitter. I'm missing a really good hitter, potentially, but I have Evan Carter. Center field's going to be Horace Mora, we think. I have outfield for the future. I have first base, I feel like, with Tolia. I have second base. I have third base. I have catcher. Shortstop's a little bit funky, kind of, but I think the lineup is good. I don't really think there's much we need to do unless we can get Royce Lewis, which we probably can't. Cash and cash. George Kirby to the Mets. I don't think we can offer Royce Lewis yet. Position need. We have third base. Could have been doing right-handed hitter. That would have added 1% per. Oh, huge, dude. That would have been a huge difference maker. Kyle Bradish to the Twins. So there goes some money that the Twins could give to Royce Lewis. 3 years, about $98 million per year. Nope, that'd be crazy. Shohei Ohtani deal. Juan Soto deal. Not deferred. $98 million overall. Paul Reagans to the Pirates. The Nats get Anthony Volpe. We're getting closer to offering Royce Lewis a contract, though. Josh Spores, you think is a good fit? He actually pitched really well with the Yankees last. All right, I'll offer Josh Spores a deal. 1 year, $3.56 million. And we can also offer Royce Lewis a contract. He's expensive, but he could be a huge addition to our lineup. I am going to offer Royce Lewis. See what happens there. We need like a big hitter in our lineup. Josh Spores making a decision. Is this a negotiation or a comedy show? The offer was good for a laugh, but my motivation is now dwindling. You're Josh Spores, dude. Get it together. Contract decision time. For Royce Lewis, I guess. Is this a joke? Royce Lewis back to the Twins. Got $30 million per year over 9. A better offer than what we had. I get that. 9 years, $271 million. That's a lot. Josh Young to the Nats. Cutter Crawford to the Astros. Singer joins the Giants in division. Ketel Marte back to the D-backs. 2 years, close to $60 million. Gunnar Henderson back to the O's. 9 years, $282. I keep hitting no. I don't mean to. J. Ram to the Yankees. 1 year, $27.6 million for the 36-year-old. Jose Leclerc. He's getting a lot worse. He's still performing, though. Max motivation. I'll give you $4 million. Join the bullpen. Outside of that, a lot of the top free agents are gone. Sanchez just continues to deal is kind of the thing, though. Logan Webb is here. You know, Logan Webb for a year, maybe he's interesting. I don't know. Can never have enough pitching. If we could just get a 90 overall starter, that would be worth it. Decision for Leclerc. Not a good one. I don't really care. Christopher Sanchez to the Guardians. 1 year, over $30 million. Where are we with Logan Webb? Evan Kelly. What a 2027 for him. Not really interested, though. Mariners trying to go after Logan Webb. Be interesting. I'd love to be able to offer Logan Webb a contract. Tyler Wells, absolutely no interest. Thank you, though. CJ Abrams could be interesting. Arbitration sides with Basayo. He's going to make close to $9 million. Evan Carter going to make over 15. Meyer going to make 18.6. Goodness. We're winning some of these. Not all of them, though. I mean, it is what it is. Free agency is still ongoing, but at the spring training. Final big board day. Last chance to offer contracts. All the position players that are good are gone. Logan Webb would be a short-term deal. We still have budget in this case. How about 3 years, $35 million for Logan Webb? We probably don't get him, but it'd be a big boost if we can. Interesting what happens. All right. Contract decision for Logan Webb. He's very unlikely to sign with us. I bet he goes to the Mariners based on the teams that were offering him, and George Kirby also big-time free agent. Here we go. Logan Webb is a Mariner. Nobody else in free agency is really going to be worth adding. So do we add anybody? Our rookies are here. Oscar Luis, 18-year-old flamethrower out of the DR. I mean, looks honestly pretty close to big league ready. His pitching clutch is awful. So there is that. But remember, our outfielder we drafted the first round said no. Not signed with us. Never great. Who else did we add? Another reliever. Dwayne Burt. Be awful. Pedro Lucero, of course, we've had. Pablo Hernandez, 65 overall. Not awful. 20-year-old out of Cuba, has deep potential. We never even ended up looking at any of the guys we actually signed. That's on me. Completely forgot about it. But we didn't do great, so not really much to show you there. We do need to add some relievers, probably. Leclerc's still out here. Kopech is out here. Yeah, we'll take a chance on Michael Kopech. Longer contract. All right, I'll give you 2 years. All right, Kopech joins. Keegan Aiken's still out here. Keegan Aiken's still shoving. Still a nice lefty reliever. 2 years, $10 million for Keegan Aiken. That's just how easy it is to field a good team. A really good bullpen. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lagging so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish with Santana. We could add another reliever. I think we will. Romano's pitching well. He's got good pitching clutch. You have enough lefties? Orahone, maybe? Nope. I'm worried about the puck fall off. Gabe Spires pitched well. Let's add Gabe Spire. Your contract. Need more money. I want 1 year. A longer contract would be better. But you're going to get less money then. I'm not getting... Gabe Spire's annoying. We don't need another lefty. What I've decided. Best guy to add in is maybe still Leclerc. Yeah, let's get Jose Leclerc. All right. Bullpen is completed. Spring training is here. Offseason over. We didn't get much better, but it's going to be about developing the players we already have. I like our bullpen. I think that actually looks great. And if you look at the lineup, Samuel Basayo, Michael Tolia, Luis Garcia, with Celestin potentially waiting to come up. Dojo, Claudio Portillo, potentially waiting to come up. Tovar with some good shortstop prospect. Sean Elliott, but especially the 20-year-old Pedro da Silva, who can really hit. Domingo Francisco, he just drafted. B potential. All right, something maybe. Evan Carter joins the team with Darren Pryor waiting to come up with a big league caliber bat. He's ready to go. Darren Pryor's like good right now. Mora starting in center probably. Benny Montgomery, fourth outfielder, and then Condon, Alaz, Beck. Alaz probably DHs. Condon or Nojo. I think Nojo's going to move to first base potentially. Long term. Polia might not be somebody we keep. All right. I mean, the team, I think, looks better. That. Well, this is less than ideal. Ryan Pepio, fractured wrist. Going to be out 2 to 3 months. Love spring training. How awesome is that? That's great news to get, as Chase Dolander's been shelled in spring training. Luzardo has been dominant in spring training, but it is spring training. Dolander has been destroyed. Chase Burns has been destroyed. Meyer has been solid. Pepio was solid. Usana, solid. You'll take that. Jorge Santana still leaving a bit to be desired. So the velo is up. And we really didn't see almost anybody else. Pedro Lucero, only 19 years old. Not ready to come up yet. But I think that's pretty good for 10 1/3 innings for a 19-year-old. Pablo Herrera did not pitch. With our relievers, and this is just spring training. Can't read into it a lot, but Kopech was dominant. Jojo Romero pitched well. Leclerc wasn't great. Keegan Aiken was very good. Vodnik wasn't great. Javi was solid. Nobody else pitched. Closers, Yohan Duran got rocked. Todd Daly and Ruben Cordero did not get any action. Samuel Basayo was okay. Jefferson Caro can't hit. Goodman, we already know, really can't hit. Foley has been a spring training warrior in the past. Not so much this time. Zach Kokoska, contact machine. Luis Garcia is a baller. All this guy does is hit. Celestin does not. Nojo, solid. Okay. Claudio Portillo, not ready yet. Obviously start at AAA. Aaron Schunk is a beast. Tovar, red hot. 7 homers, hitting .341 in spring training. What a run. Evan Carter didn't do a ton. Horace Mora, 3 spring training homers. Welcome back from injury. Our new everyday center fielder. Hit close to 270. Small sample, but like that. Braylon Payne keeps getting chances in spring training. Is weird. Charlie Condon was on fire. Jordan Beck hit very well. Robert Kalaz. It was whatever. I'm excited for this season. I don't think there's any way we could be worse than we were last year. I guess you never know. I am slightly worried about it. We'll see what ends up happening. But that is spring training. That is the off-season episode. These are the final spring training numbers. Horace Mora, year 2, which is like, he's still going to be his rookie year. Only had 67 ABs. So he still will be a rookie. His rookie year could be incredible. I'm excited about the potential. Obviously, could also not go very well. He's still only a rookie. Charlie Condon in year 2, I think could be unreal. Lost a little bit of power, but I think gained contact overall. He's up to an 80. He's getting better defensively. And Jorge Santana is going to be forced into the rotation. I think I prefer him and Harley and Susana in a bulk right now. But you're headed to the regular season. Spring training is over. I will see you for opening day 2029 next episode, and you'll see the final roster fully assembled. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take it easy.